Is that even a question? 100%. Of course. In other words, there will be no survivors. Anyone who recognizes my face, I will not let them off even if they hide at the ends of the world. I was willing to make an exception when I was hired by your gang's leader, but I see you folks are not interested in accepting my goodwill.
Not that I don't trust you, but you know the rules of the trade. You hire someone to do a job, you gotta see what they're made of first.
People say that the Lords of Hell are easy to deal with, but their underlings are the real trouble. If a group's underlings don't know their place, even their masters may not be safe. So, since the mighty Sinwish Syndicate gang actually had the guts to hire the Xianzhou's #1 assassin, I guess you are also ready for destruction. Years of wandering have given me nothing but exhaustion, and I have finally come to know how harsh the road of life truly is. Impersonating the Xianzhou's #1 assassin. Madame Yao, you really stuck me with a wonderful task.
Please take great care during this mission, Miss Tingyun. If any misfortune should befall you, I would have no way to answer to your Helm Master Yukong.
You worry too much, Madame Yao. When I pledged my resolve to Madame Yukong and departed for the Yuchui, I had already steeled myself for the worst. But, may I ask, does this task of misfortune really have to fall upon me?
I cast a divination today. This task lacks the fire element. Without the whistling flames and Macassiter's knack for diplomacy, this task cannot succeed. The place you're heading to is crawling with gang members. If they pick a fight, you can try to drop the name Xianzhou's #1 assassin, and they might step aside.
Do not worry, General. I have journeyed far and wide with the merchant guilds for years and faced no shortage of danger. A handful of gangsters is hardly difficult to deal with.
If you're not afraid of danger, then why have you not set out yet? Shall I read your fortune and give you a little peace of mind?
What I fear is that fortune-telling of yours. No, what I really fear is you, Madame Yao.
Afraid of me? Am I so notorious on the Xianzhou Lafu?
I've heard many tales about you. After the Battle of the Fanghu, you willingly surrendered your command token and became a general in name only, with neither troops nor soldiers. They also say that the seer strategist, for the sake of a tiny chance at victory, stood by as her mentor went to a noble death, treated the countless lives of dead verdant knights as nothing more than numbers consumed in her divinations, and even doomed an arbiter general.
Are you afraid that I, the cold-blooded diviner, might send you to your doom here in plain Arcadia? Bold words for a little fox.
It's just a bit of my curiosity about you, General. I hoped you could clear up a few of my doubts.
Seems like I wasn't wrong about you. Few can face a Xianzhou general with such composure and dignity. No wonder you can make such a bold statement. The gods use humans as pawns in their cosmic game, sacrificing countless innocent souls. Have you ever thought about making them pay? They say you survived a Lord Ravager's deadly clutches thanks to luck. But I believe It was your unbreakable resilience that carried you through.
You flatter me, Madame Yao. One must glean some wisdom to be worthy of enduring such a life and death ordeal. If we surpass the gods only in cruelty and heartlessness, then that would be our complete failure in my eyes.
Excellent. I couldn't agree more. Miss Ting-Yoon, you've passed the interview.
Ever since I escaped death, I swore never again to be a pawn for heartless chess players. And Madame Yao, you've passed my test too.
I know you're not interested in empty talk, so let's get down to business. Miss Ting-Yoon, our Yuchue business delegations are treated much better than what you get on the La Fu when they set out on official missions. They get 5 meals a day.
General, I really don't have such a large appetite.
For the duration of the delegation's mission, you'll receive 6 times the usual allowance, and all expenses will be fully reimbursed.
Such a generous offer. To be honest, that makes me even more nervous. Head to Dovebrook District, locate the Sinwish Syndicate contact, use the passphrase you gave me to establish contact, and do not reveal my true name. If there's nothing more to it, is this task really worth 6 times the pay?
You're the kind of talent worthy of such a reward. After all, we diviners are no different from you merchants. Even when we hit a dead end, we still have to bargain and carve out the faintest chance. Merchants strive for profitable opportunities, while diviners reach for a sliver of luck.
Looks like my mission bears significant weight in Madame Yao's reading of fate. In that case, I shall depart.
When in doubt, open the 3 strategy pouches I entrusted to you. Inside are tactics I divined, certain to break any deadlock and aid your journey. Go, Xianzhou's #1 assassin.
Time to get down to business. Where could the Sinwish Syndicate be hiding? The contact from the Syndicate should stand out.
Blazing hot, fiery strong, insanely spicy. Can you read?
Please, tell the boss I want to return to the Sinwish Syndicate.
Ma'am, maybe it's time to rest in peace. Don't you remember dying during that mission a few weeks ago? The you right now is just a lingering obsession left behind after death. According to the provisions of the Fey Kind Protection Act, ghosts are not considered the same as they were while alive. In other words, you are a new Imagine, barely 3 months old.
Are you a lawyer or a gangster? I gave my life for the Sinwish Syndicate, and now you mean to shut me out?
These two are members of the Sinwish Syndicate?
Don't you get it? The old you's dead, and even your criminal record got wiped clean. The leader's trying to say that now you've got a chance to keep to the straight and narrow. You shouldn't come back to the gang. How am I supposed to convince you? Hey, Fox Girl, you eavesdropping over there?
I'm just a Xianzhou person here to talk business. Could you tell me which way to the Sinwish Syndicate? I come from the Xianzhou to discuss a deal. A deal that wears me down, yet tears my enemies apart.
Business? From the Xianzhou? The Sinwish Syndicate office is just across the river. Have a safe journey.
He doesn't seem to have understood the passphrase. But the news that the Xianzhou's #1 assassin is coming has already spread through the organization. those people over there? Are they also members of the Sinwish Syndicate?
Bro, how much longer do we have to wait?
What, are your legs giving out? Idiot. The boss told us to wait here as a show of respect. Now behave yourselves!
Could that big guy be the contact from the Sinwish Syndicate?
Hey, you fox over there. You've been staring at us long enough. Got something to say?
May I ask, is this the Sinwish Syndicate's turf up ahead?
Yeah, so what?
I should act tough, and say less than what I want to say. Since this is the Sinwish Syndicate's turf ahead, not only am I going in, you will invite me in with respect.
What did you say? You're here to stir up trouble, aren't you?
I come from the Xianzhou to discuss a deal. A deal that wears me down, yet tears my enemies apart.
You're the guest our boss invited? Hold on. I nearly fell for that. Looking all delicate. How could you possibly be the Xianzhou's #1 assassin? Spill it! How did you know the passphrase?
Why don't you take off your sunglasses and let me see if you still have your eyes? The Xianzhou's #1 assassin is nothing more than a nickname coined by the common folk. I have always considered myself a merchant.
A merchant?
Isn't a hired killer the oldest trade in the world? By the way, Mr. Imagine, do you know why they call me #1?
You never miss a shot?
Not quite. I kill in bulk. The way to keep business going is to offer a little extra. If they pay for one person to be silenced, I throw in 2 more. With that hot temper of yours, always picking fights, you've probably given your boss plenty of headaches. I doubt the boss would mind if I took you as a bonus kill.
You punk! How dare you disrespect the underboss!
Shut up, all of you! The boss's orders come first. My name is Kostide. Sorry about my underling's rudeness earlier. I'll cut a finger off later to make amends.
There's no need for that. I only collect heads, not fingers.
No worries. It won't be my finger anyway.
These brutes should be easy to handle. They've never seen the face of the Xianzhou's #1 assassin, so this'll be much simpler.
What should I call you? Yelling assassin, assassin every time just won't cut it.
Just call me the Tarrying Fugue.
Terror in fog. That name oozes menace. Completely overwhelming.
Now then, can you lead the way?
That's the Sinwish Syndicate headquarters across the river. Quite impressive, don't you think? Please, follow me.
Is this the passage in the painting?
Of course. The Sinwish Syndicate has it under our command for now.
Underboss, you're back! Thanks for your hard work.
Who's this fox?
Welcome home, underboss!
Is this the one the boss brought in?
Underboss, I mean no disrespect, but is this frail woman really the one the boss invited?
That's right. Her name is the Terror in Fog. Spread the word that the Sinwish Syndicate has secured the Xianzhou's #1 assassin.
Underboss, beat me if you want, but I gotta say, are you serious? Are we really counting on this delicate woman for the Phantasmoon Games?
The Phantasmoon Games. Is that why they hired a Stellaron hunter to do their bidding?
These Phantasmoon Games are a once-in-a-lifetime chance for the Sinwish Syndicate to rise. This woman doesn't look like she has what it takes, and we're trusting her. If she blows it, how are we supposed to save face?
Underboss, we haven't been duped, have we? If word gets out, the other gangs will laugh us out of town.
All of you, shut up! Useless. Lady Terran Fog would wipe the floor with you even if you all came at once. Since you doubt her, why not let Lady Terran Fog show you a few moves? Lady Terran Fog, what do you say? I can find you a few sparring partners. No need to hold back.
I thought you were naive, but looks like you're just playing good cop, bad cop to test me.
I'm neither good nor bad. Just opportunistic.
Still playing dumb, huh?
Boss of the Sinwish Syndicate. Your people wouldn't be doing this on their own. I know you can hear me. I came for business. Making friends would be a fine bonus. But if not, that's fine with me. If you still want this deal, cut the tricks.
A real expert is something else. You speak with such overwhelming presence, though we barely understand a word. Come on, show us a move. We fight and bleed every day, and that's the only way we'll be convinced.
Oh no. These brutes are not interested in a win-win situation at all.
When in doubt, open the 3 strategy pouches I entrusted to you. Inside are tactics I divined, certain to break any deadlock and aid your journey.
Looks like it's time. Huh?
Just keep alive and open the 2nd strategy pouch once you're done.
What kind of strategy is this? There's barely anything helpful in here.
Looks like Lady Terran Fog isn't impressed with your skills. Out of my way! When I was young, I dreamed of becoming a musician. But fate had other plans, and I was dragged into a world of violence. But even then, I never let go of my love for music and rhythm. Even in battle, I kept honing my singing and instrumental skills. And that's how I forged my one-of-a-kind fighting style. They call me the Roaring Costide!
Oh, Cribs! The underboss is getting serious!
Lady Terran Fog, I humbly challenge you. Show the Sinwish Syndicate the assassination skills you're so proud of.
Looks like I'll have to hold back against these reckless brutes.
As expected of the Terran Fog, such incredible strength!
That power of the destruction within me, it's still hard to control. Madam Yao, done everything in my power to keep them alive, as you said.
Set the seas ablaze!
I don't want to take your life. Back down while you still can.
A true warrior of the Sinwish Syndicate fears no death. Don't underestimate my resolve.
Underboss, bad news. 2 more weird dudes just showed up.
Cut your bull. I can see for myself.
Never thought visiting an ally would mean crashing into a local gang's hall.
Oh. This will take some explaining.
What a twist of fate. But for us to reunite with an old friend here? So be it.
You two, stand down. Listen well. This will be an honorable duel.
A duel. You dare duel a Xianzhou?
Xianzhou's #1 assassin? And you still dare to act so brazen?
Huh?
Wait, What do you mean, Xianzhou's #1 assassin? Who exactly are you?
Even a cunning hare keeps 3 burrows. Who ever told you there was only one Xianzhou's #1 assassin?
So, there are 3 of you?
No, it's 300. Times have changed. The title Xianzhou's #1 assassin is already a brand. At my side stands the organization's 7th-ranked Telovian Reaper, the Winged Death Knell. He sends every target into the sweetest sleep of death. And this one is the 2nd-ranked assassin in the organization. A ruthless killer surpassed only by me. His spear strikes like a falling star, and his presence soars like a dragon. They call him the Jade Dragon.
Then you are...
You can call me Whistling Flame Fox. I humbly hold the top position in our organization, though I mostly handle business relations and HR work. Hard to believe, isn't it?
Come on, madam. It's pointless to say anything now. If you want this gentleman to know you speak the truth, let our brother show off a bit of his spear work. That will convince them.
I say, there's no need for that. Course tied. You insisted on testing them and got nothing out of it, did you? If you had let them meet me sooner, none of this would have happened.
Boss! I cannot hand your grand enterprise over to people we know nothing about.
You are the one who hired us? The boss of the Sinwish Syndicate?
That's me. I am Polwave, current leader of the Sinwish Syndicate. My apologies. Our gang is full of roughnecks. I will make sure they are disciplined. As for that business, we'll discuss it upstairs. Everyone else, clear out!
Long time no see, Lady Tingyun. It's been a while since we last met in Penacony.
I am truly grateful for your quick thinking. To avoid revealing too much, I made up false names and titles for you two just now. If you were offended, then I beg your forgiveness. This place is a hotbed of trouble. What brings you two here?
When Sunday and I contacted the Xianzhou delegation, they asked for our help. They claimed someone from their group had lost their way here in a foreign land and was captured by a local gang, and they wanted us to help. It was clear there was more to the story, but we came anyway.
Who would have thought? It turned out to be true.
Lost? Captured. There must be some misunderstanding. Alas, this rumor was likely a destiny arranged by Madame Yao.
you just say Madame Yao? Do you mean the seer strategist from the Xianzhou Yutue?
I happened to hear of her back in Penacony too. They say she is the diviner general, one who lives in seclusion. Did the Alliance send her this time? Lady Tingyun, you stepped into such danger yourself. Do you have a vital mission?
You two are no strangers, so I will speak plainly. She's the one who sent me here on this mission. The Sinwish Syndicate invited the notorious Xianzhou's #1 assassin with the intention of hiring this person to participate in the Phantom Moon Games. But the delegation's intelligence revealed that the person was none other than the Stellaron hunter, Blade.
Him?
I assumed the title to come here, to uncover why the Stellaron hunters are involved, and how he will enter the game.
So, how's it going so far?
By sheer twists of fate, everything has gone smoothly so far. But as for what comes next, I still don't know anything either. Still, Madame Yao entrusted me with 3 pouches before I departed. Each said to hold a stratagem. Well, let us call them stratagems for now. And at this moment, it is time to open the second.
A strategy pouch?
So you revealed my identity after all. No worries, I've sent you some backup. Use them however you like. Open the 3rd pouch only after you've met the Sinwish Syndicate's boss.
No wonder they also call Madame Yao the Crosstalk General.
The what, General?
It says the 2 of you will help me clear the way, so I can safely meet the Sinwish Syndicate's boss. What do you say?
This place is perilous. Of course, we will accompany you, Miss Tingyun. As for the Stellaron hunters, I too find them intriguing. Dan Heng, will you help me gather a bit more information?
Of course. Thank you, Sunday.
I gotta say, this place is decorated with a touch of style.
A gang does not always flaunt brute force. More often, they need to flaunt wealth.
Our fortune...
Before I even realized, the scenery of Dovebrook became unrecognizable. Back then, who would have imagined iron hulks running wild on the streets? Let alone us gang members being treated like vermin.
You didn't call us here just to reminisce, did you?
Of course not. Please forgive Course Tide's rude little test. That narrow-minded fella never understands why young people flock to things that come from other planets. Like Mechatrons, Masked Heroes, and the Astral Express. What he does not see is that while cosmic novelties are more enticing, big shots of hail from the cosmos are even more fearsome. Wouldn't you agree?
You're a clever one, so there's no point in keeping up this charade. We're not Xianzhou's #1 assassins. You knew that already, didn't you?
Yeah, I might not live as long as those Xianzhou folks, but I've got a decent eye for sizing people up. Now, you may not be the #1 assassins, right? But your skills surpass even such assassins. So I don't care who you are. I pay good money for a sharp blade.
but I don't give a fig about its brand.
And where do you intend to use this blade?
On the Sinwish Syndicate.
What?
No, don't get me wrong. I'm not looking for bloodshed. Instead, I intend to perform surgery on the Sinwish Syndicate. Look here. Through certain connections, I secured this mass covulation. The entry pass to the Eonic game. Some covet this treasure, while others fear it as a curse. Now, you claim the name of Xianzhou's #1 assassins, huh? So surely you came for this. You want the god's reward, don't you?
You are our employer. Therefore, the festival's prize should rightfully be yours. What do you want from the Eon, Mr. Polewave?
Aeon? I harbor no such unrealistic desire. I'll leave this prize for you to claim as your reward. I'm happy enough to share in a bit of your glory. Whether you win or lose, all I ask is that when the press comes a-knocking, you say this. You were sponsored by the Sandwich Syndicate of Toughbrook. That is enough for me.
So this is a sponsorship deal? The Sinwish Syndicate only wants fame?
Since we are not truly in your employ, are you not afraid we might break our promise and ignore your request?
If you truly cared nothing for what I asked, why even raise the question, huh? As I said before, I may not have the long life of the Shenzhou people, but I do know how to judge people.
One more question from me, please. Why are you so set on chasing fame?
In plain Arcadia, Imagination exists due to wish power. And that wish power comes from the attention, curiosity, and demands humans place upon these imaginae. The Sinwish Syndicate was founded to provide for those imaginae who were ignored, had no wish power, and were not needed by humanity. Unfortunately, ever since that seashell woman rose to power, our path of blood and violence had run its course. That's why I want the Sinwish Syndicate to take on a new form. One that will draw more attention than ever before. The Sinwich Strangeling Pension Foundation, huh? What do you think of the name?
It's a cozy and heartwarming name.
So, will the three of you, accept this job?
Mr. Polewave's goal is surprisingly grounded. A gang leader won't survive this long by relying on bodyguards. It's about having a sharp instinct for survival.
He wants to launder his gang clean, but that will not be easy. In my view, the underboss may not see eye to eye with his boss. My thanks to you both. With your protection, I managed to leave without harm. Yet, we carried off the mask meant for the so-called Xianzhou's #1 assassin. When I think of it that way, this mask feels thorny in my hands.
That man. He seeks to enter the Phantasmoon Games? What does he plan to do?
Whatever his purpose, this matter is grave. I'm afraid I must take my leave for now and report to General Yao Guang before making any decisions.
No need for that. I've been waiting here for you all for some time.
Madam Yao, you came in person?
Well, you see, I must admit I passed false information to the two behind you, sending them on a wild goose chase. I should personally ask for their forgiveness. As for why I am here, Miss Tingyun, you still have not opened the third pouch, have you?
That's true.
Whatever they give you, just take it all and bring them to me.
What kind of after-the-fact strategy is this?
General, had you spoken plainly, Sunday and I would never have refused you. Why did you lie to us and claim that someone was lost and captured?
I didn't lie. If not for the appearance of the former Vidyadhara High Elder and the runaway Master of Penacony, Miss Tingyun would still be trapped in those brutes' endless probing. Her being lost and captured was exactly the future I divined. I also foresaw bloodshed awaiting the Sinwish Syndicate. Had it come true, it would have been because Miss Tingyun failed to restrain her strength during the clash. Yet, with you two here, the gangsters' lives were spared.
You even foresaw the anomaly with my body.
Sometimes even when fate is foreseen, it cannot be changed. Fortunately, things did not come to the worst. As for Mr. Sunday, I've heard so much about you. With my 1,000 feathered eyes, I had the privilege of watching the broadcast of your entire god-ascending feat in Penacony from far away. Truly magnificent.
Let's not speak of that misstep anymore, General. Rather, we have brought back the mask, as you asked. How do you intend to use it? Surely not just to hold it and block the Stellaron Hunter's entry.
That was the plan, but from one cost sprang 100 outcomes. Now that the mask is in my hands, there are many possibilities. What do you say about using it to lure Blade here and strike him down together? Or perhaps I could wear the mask myself and personally compete in the Phantom Moon Games. That'd be interesting, right? Each mask used is gone for good. The Stellaron hunters will be left with a real headache. That'd be truly killing two birds with one stone.
Madam Yao, this is deadly business. It's no laughing matter.
Deadly. Miss Tingyun, that is exactly why I am here. Not to put Blade in his grave, that is. His ties to the Xianzhou have long since frayed. There was no need for me to snatch someone else's assignment and come here only for his sake.
Snatch someone else's assignment?
So the Xianzhou envoy was supposed to be someone else?
To be frank, this journey to plain Arcadia was meant for Jingyuan, the divine foresight. The Lawfu Cloud Knights recently returned from the great battle against Iron Tomb, and the honor should have been his. Yet, before his departure, I cast several divinations on all parties involved and received this result.
Incineration, death, abandonment. I may not know divination, but even I can tell that there is no good omen.
Unfortunately, the two top diviners of the Yuchui and the Lawfu, in other words, my junior sorer, Fu Xuan, and I, cross-checked each other's extrapolations and came to the same astonishing conclusion. An Arbiter General will fall in this Arcadia of elation.
Even so, you're still taking the mission meant for Jingyuan?
Yes. I contacted the Marshal and took over the task. I've simply never seen such a bizarre fate and wanted to witness it.
Even if it means your death?
It's only death. If I can die in these Phantom Moon Games to achieve a moment of godhood, then my death won't have sullied the Xianzhou's honor. Miss Tingyun, hand me the mask. Well done. You have hit your fitness goal. Another active and fulfilling day.
Sorry, Sunday. My body instinctively sensed danger.
Once the mask for joining the Phantom Moon Games is worn, it binds tightly to the supplicant and manifests the shape of the wearer's soul. I read something like this in the Views of the Universe from a Star Skiff. It's confirmed now. This mask is indeed genuine. Congratulations, Mr. Sunday. You're now a supplicant in the Aeonic game.
What exactly are you trying to do, Seer Strategist? Twice now you've acted without warning. Do you mean to make an enemy out of the Astral Express?
Dan Heng, let me take care of this.
Sunday, are you planning to fight?
Don't worry, I'm no match for this general. General Yao Guang, how do you pierce my thoughts? I ran a check with my tuning, and there were no signs of any outside intrusion.
They say a diviner can't read hearts. I call that the excuse of mediocrity. Mr. Sunday, you're fascinated by the Phantom Moon Games. You even wondered, what if I wore this mask, didn't you?
You can even divine thoughts like that?
No, I'm simply good at seeing using my eyes. Though Mr. Sunday never asked to examine the mask, he's glanced at it at least 3 times since we started the conversation. Given the character and manners of someone as noble as him, I can't think of any motive for this action but genuine interest.
Sunday?
Yes, I did think of it. For a moment, I even considered putting it on.
So, I merely gave you what you desired. This is no trap. It's just an unexpected gift. During the Phantom Moon Games, I'll give every ounce of aid I can to help you seize your chance to have an audience with the Eon.
General Yao Guang, as far as I know, throwing out heavy profits first is usually a lure to make others lose. We've only just met. I don't understand why you'd go this far.
Why belittle yourself? Every move I've made is to carve a sliver of possibility from the impossible. With my eye of Ishvara, I see you're the only one in this land who doesn't need to do a thing for me. Simply acting on your own will can bring change.
Your own will?
Indeed. Dan Heng, I do want to learn more about this world. Because this world of elation fascinates me. Is plain Arcadia truly a paradise? An Arcadia that its name claims. I once pursued a mistaken vision of paradise with stubborn resolve. Even now, I can't say for sure what a true paradise should look like. That's why I want to see with my own eyes whether this Arcadia lives up to its name.
So then, as long as Mr. Sunday acts, that omen of death Madame Yao foresaw.
Of course it would still come to pass. Did you think just a lavish gift could let you stroll out of Destiny's shackles alive?
Pardon me for butting in, but does the Xianzhou know about this?
This is such serious business. I'd never make this decision on my own. I've talked it over with the 6 charioteers of the Yuchue. If something happens to me, I'll line up a solid successor. She headed to the Yuchue on the day I left on this mission, just in case anything went wrong. There, with the other potential successors picked by the 6 charioteers, she'll train at the Omniscience Sapientia Academe in divination arts, war strategies, and civil governance.
You mean Lady Fushuan? She'd take over the Yuchue after you?
Fushuan? What Fushuan? If I don't make it back from this trip, maybe Qingchue from the Luofu Divination Commission could take the seer strategist position and command the Yuchue. Qingchue and Yuchue. Ooh, what a perfectly rhymed match. As for the details, shall we discuss this somewhere else, you three?
Map says the Ashen Detective Agency should be right here. But why is there just a magazine publisher's office?
Holy for bully! Big drama hit Graphia Academy!
A furbo? Taking photos? You really can find anything in the land blessed by, Let's go ask for directions. Hey, little furbo. Know if there's an Ashen Detective Agency nearby?
Beats me! But if I find 10,000 credits on the ground, I might recall the spot.
10,000 for directions? Fine. Job first. Oh, wow. Looks like 10,000 credits from my account just hopped to end up in yours for no reason. Now, spill.
Whoa! Generous, miss! The place you're looking for is upstairs. That detective's renting my boss's space for his agency. But he's zonked out in the day, and his doors are locked at night. No clue how he earns any money. Maybe he's a vampire?
So they're closed? Then how do I meet this Ashen Detective?
Beats me. But if I find 50,000 credits on the ground, I might recall that too.
You stinky furbo! Begging for a smack! Scamming our guest!
Time to go!
Hi, I'm Narrator, receptionist at the Ashen Detective Agency. I'm the assistant of that Mr. Detective.
Narrator? What sane person gives their pet that name?
That would be the dude upstairs. By the way, that mangy furbo didn't fleece you, right?
It did. A full 10,000.
Do you want me to catch that sneaky furbo for you and get your money back?
Nah, save your breath. Got it fixed. Money's back in my account, plus the last 26.5 credits from that guy's account balance.
Oh, not bad, Punklordian hacker.
You seem pretty knowledgeable. So, would you mind showing me the way?
This way, please, Ms. Hacker. Sorry, but you will have to take a side path. The landlord of this magazine office fled to dodge his debts, and creditors have been storming in one after another. In the end, Mr. Detective sealed the front door entirely.
So, there's even a shooting button. That's interesting. Why are there so many Urbos.
They're all employees of this magazine company.
Why does this scene feel like a punishment round from a game?
Office survival's way more brutal than any game.
So, this is where the detective lives?
Yes, his office and living quarters are one and the same. It is a little shabby, I admit. At this hour, he is probably fast asleep. Visitors here are rare indeed.
Visitors being rare. That really does sound a little sad.
Please, come with me. I will wake him at once. Time to get up, Mr. Ashvale.
How many times do I have to say it? Just leave the delivery at the door. To disturb my sleep?
Mr. Ashvale, this lady is not here for food delivery.
Oh, then she must be here to kill me.
Sadly, not that either.
What do you mean, sadly?
Not here to deliver food and not here to kill me. How strange. Oh, then you must be a client. You are here to hire me for a case.
Your order of guesses is a little heartbreaking. Yes, I am here to commission you. Something has been stolen.
Oh, What did you lose?
A person, along with an ancient mask that should have been mine.
Interesting. Are you here to join the Phantom Moon Games?
At that moment, a cloud of suspicion rises in the detective's mind. Who exactly is this girl?
Mr. N, stop the voiceover when we're talking business.
Oh, stop! You pay me 900 credits an hour plus 2 bananas just for this, don't you?
Yes, but at least throw me a few clues while you work. Between the detective and their assistant, at least one of them should know a thing or two about deduction, right?
A name flashed through the otherwise empty mind of the detective. This unremarkable-looking girl was, in fact, one of the top 10 most wanted terrorists on the IPC's bounty list, a Stellaron hunter.
Kafka!
It's Silverwolf! She's Silverwolf! Mr. Ashvale, did you get your head caught in the fridge door or something?
I feel like I need to wipe my personal data again.
One of the Interastral Peace Corporation's most wanted fugitives with the highest bounties comes to commission a broke detective. Ooh. I have seen plenty of stories like this. So, the next thing would be me getting dragged into a massive conspiracy and forced to run for my life, right?
Drop the paranoia. I came to you because I hacked into the Security Bureau's criminal record system. What I found was shocking. In all those bizarre police cases, you were hired again and again. The curious case of the Harmony Sect Communion, the mystery of the Ghost Bullet Worm Express, the serial ghost resurrection incident, the super non-serial locked room murders at Kooky House. You helped solve them all. You may not be the most famous, but you're probably the most capable detective around here, right?
Is nothing private anymore. Whatever, tell me, how did you lose your mask?
Today was supposed to be our meeting with the Sinwish Syndicate.
All right, now let's talk about the commission fee.
Excuse me, I haven't even finished my sentence yet.
A true great detective can know a case without ever leaving the room.
While he sleeps, I gather the intel. We already have the basics about today's fiasco with the Sinwish Syndicate, and those 3 Xianzhou #1 assassins who scammed the mask.
Can you handle it? Money is not a problem. Do you take dirty money?
Sorry, no dirty money. And please do not withdraw your payment plus the account balance after paying.
Oh, then how about this? This is the IPC's turf, right? Turn me in for the bounty. You take the reward, and I bolt afterward. We Stellaron hunters sometimes use that trick to raise funds.
Or maybe we could discuss the possibility of taking dirty money? 30 million credits? Pay us after the work's done.
Deal. I'll try to get that money over the next few days. Here's my contact info. Update me the moment you have any news.
Pay us after the work? When did our office have a rule like that?
That rule got made just now. Oh, my dear Mr. N, did you truly want to take dirty money? I have come up with another way to make money. Let me reach out to a certain big shot first. Madam Pearl, I've obtained solid intel.
Mr. Ashvale, the chance of you initiating a call at this hour is under 5%. Let me guess. Perhaps you are finally ready to consider my offer.
No, I found the trail of the Stellaron hunters. They are here in plain Arcadia, and they even plan to crash the Phantom Moon games. I can send you her coordinates quietly, without anyone noticing.
Quietly, without anyone noticing.
The Phantom Moon games? Well, when your IPC chose to speedrun it, it was fated to be more than just a game of fun. You want me to take part? That is asking a bit much of an old man.
We should have taken that hacker's deal earlier and turned her in for the bounty.
An unexpected bonus. So Pearl still has other masks hidden away. That makes things much easier. Seems that listening in on one's partners after wrapping up business is a habit worth keeping. Hey, lady, where are you?
Did you find the mask?
Not yet, but I've got a new lead. We might have lost one mask, so I just need to find another.
Fine. Promise me this. Next time, don't take contracts on the dark web using names like Xianzhou's #1 assassin.
Okay. By the way, can you tell me what script Elio gave you this time?
A completely blank page.
So, what you're saying is that this Miss Sparksy, who was originally just a virtual avatar, has now crossed into reality and taken entire school staff and students hostage. I get it. So, it's just a typical case of the idiogenerative imaginary phenomenon. Outworld visitors might find this kind of thing strange, but it's not exactly rare around here. Certain historical eras had Imagine popping up non-stop like mushrooms after a shower. Things are different now, but if you're not careful, you might still find characters from popular comics suddenly show up in the flesh. Heading out? Where to? Oh, you mean going to Graphia Academy to arrest this illegal Imagine? We can't. I just received notice from the Department of Aberration Defense. The first supplicant of these Phantasmoon games has revealed herself, and she's none other than Miss Sparksy, the one you mentioned. Although you're honored guests of the Astral Express, you seem completely unfamiliar with the laws and customs of this world. During the Phantasmoon games, we do not traditionally interfere with supplicants' actions. That's their privilege. In other words, since she's a supplicant, we security officers can't do anything unless she causes actual harm. You say she took a school hostage, but the intel I have says otherwise. Oh, right. The news broadcast is about to start. Here to watch?
Hello, everyone! Welcome to Full Wish TV's special news segment, Arcadian Morning Report. I'm your host, Poofy.
Hi, everyone! I'm your host, Snowy!
We've entered year 1999 of the Arcadian calendar. What an exciting time! Just one more year until the new millennium.
Over 500 years ago, a famous prophet made a prediction. In year 1999, a terrifying devil will descend from the sky. Will this prophecy come true? Can plain Arcadia safely make it through this crucial year?
You idiot! Are you cursing our viewers? They didn't tune in to hear your fear-mongering nonsense. Just read the news and stick to it.
Yes! Incredibly, after just 15 years, the Phantasmoon is full again, and the time for the Phantasmoon Games is upon us once more. Surely a blessing from the Master Relation upon us, Arcadia!
Which supplicants will appear in these Phantasmoon games? And what mind-blowing miracles will they bring to everyone? With permission from the Department of Aberration Defense, we'll be following and reporting on the Phantasmoon games from start to finish. Just now, the first masked supplicant has appeared.
How intriguing! Who are they, and where did they come from? Let's take a look. Wow! Internet-famous streamer Miss Sparksy announced 2 hours ago that she's donning a mask to become a supplicant! The Department of Aberration Defense has confirmed the news is authentic!
As an ideogenitive Imagine, Miss Sparksy's birth wasn't approved by the Department of Aberration Defense. But that hardly matters at this point. What sort of miracle does this live streamer plan to produce during the Phantasmoon games? Let's switch over to her stream and see.
Yoo-hoo! And we're back from the commercial break. A big thank you to Love Insurance for being the title sponsor of today's Sparkstacular Arcadian Adventures live stream. One person, 1,000 faces. 1,000 faces, one person. Who will Sparksicle become today? Ta-da! Time for the big reveal! Everyone, follow along with Dean Sparksy of Graphia Academy as we check out how our new transfer student is settling in. Marge, say hi to the camera. Sparksy, don't you dare mess with me. I, March, am not someone you can easily push around. I'll have you know I'm the disciple of General Jing Yuan of the Luofu and General Huayan of the Xu Ming. I've undergone rigorous Xianzhou sword training. Others might fear you, but I sure don't. My, March seems quite worked up. Is it because she's a bit nervous about her first live interview? All right then. Now, let me interview my colleague, Mr. Yang.
皆さんこんにちは。 俺はベルトよ。グラフィエ学院で歴史を教えている。今年度の生徒が選ぶ最も人気のある男性教員に選んでもらって非常に光栄だ。今後も優秀な人材を送り出せるようより一層努力したいと思う。
Alright, that wraps up our interview for now. Let me give you all a sneak peek at what's coming up in our next live stream. Thank you all for your wholehearted support. Sparksicle will work hard to repay your kindness. In 3 hours, I'll be hosting a special live stream performance, Sparksicon, alongside our special guests, the legendary Nameless from the Astral Express, who have carved countless legends across the cosmos. Tell your friends, your family, even your enemies. Let's set aside all grudges and meet in the stream to witness the most dazzling sparks light up plain Arcadia!
Now, see, Miss Sparksy was just doing a program with your friend. It's fine, really. Have you seen shows like that before? You know, where celebrities go somewhere to do everyday jobs, like those reality shows where they trade places with regular people. She picked Graphia Academy as her target. That school had its fair share of trouble 15 years ago, too.
So these are the nameless of the Astral Express?
That's hilarious! I heard they're supposed to be great heroes who saved other worlds. Look at them now! Switching to comedy in a heartbeat.
Darn it! Soon the whole of plain Arcadia will be saying Sparksy caught the Astral Express crew in one go and made us the butt of jokes. Our reputation would also turn into her trophy.
Oh, right. Please keep this Phantom Moon Games emergency response guide safe. Some sections in it might come in handy. If there's nothing else, I'll be going now. See ya.
See? I told you so. Even calling the police was useless. Right now, you're their only hope. And that red boss lady of yours, she's here too.
Are you all right? Did you get hurt when you ran away? So, March and Welt are both trapped in Graphia Academy now? And that girl called Sparksy took the mask, too. No, it's not your fault. I underestimated the complexity of the situation behind these games. Coming back to my homeland was meant to be a relaxing vacation for everyone. And I also wanted you and March to experience the atmosphere of elation in this world. Throughout the history of the Phantom Moon Games, there have been many instances of cooperation between supplicants. But this time, forces from across the cosmos have turned this into their own high-stakes poker table. Rather than honoring the elation, these players are far more eager to savor victory for themselves, itching to knock everyone else out of the game. Sparksy is one such troublemaker. It's dangerous to rush back to school on courage alone when we don't know what Sparksy has done and what she's planning to do. For every supplicant, there are 3 key acts that must be completed once the Phantis Moon Games begin. The roll call, the miracle, and the promotion. Sparksy has completed the roll call. She took the mask and declared her entry into the games, drawing everyone's attention to the news that the first supplicant has appeared. Next, she must strive to make a miracle happen, bear the people's wishes, and answer with a great feat. If I'm not mistaken, Sparksy is waiting for us to walk right into her trap. For her, there couldn't be a better opponent than the Astral Express for this first battle between supplicants. What could be more earth-shattering than defeating a renowned cosmic hero on a battlefield of her own meticulous design? So here's the question, Sparkle. Based on what you know about this imposter, what's her real agenda for joining the games? Simply toying with and defeating the Express crew alone won't be enough. What kind of world-shaking miracle is she after?
Sure, she's a fake. But she's still a fake of Miss Sparkle. Guessing won't get us far. If you ask me, we should check out the tavern. Might find some leads there.
The Masked Fool's headquarters. The World's End Tavern.
That's right. How could we pull off something this insane without Miss Sparkle's prized collection I've been hoarding all these years? That imposter must have known this well. Before this operation, she definitely went to the tavern, using my name. Most fools can't tell the difference between me and that imposter. Or maybe they just don't care. But if we can find out who I talked to and which treasures I stole from my collection of items, we'll naturally figure out what that imposter is up to.
That's a good plan, but I can't let you act alone. Can you take both of us into the tavern?
Take this business card. The address of the tavern is printed on it. However, you'll have to find your own way to the tavern. That's been the rule since it was established, and there's nothing I can do about it. Since there's still time, I'll head out first. You two can come over when you're ready.
Relax. To step into the elation's right, what you need the most is ease. Don't dance to your enemy's tune. Find your own rhythm. Now it's our turn to set the steps. Dovebrook District. It's been a while since I've been home. Perfect timing. Don Hung and Sunday have made some new discoveries. I asked them to meet up with us later. Don't get your hopes up too high. Looks like this vacation trip has gone right back to our usual trouble magnet mode.
Now this is the kind of vacation the Nameless just has to savor.
So,
We're almost at Dovebrook District.
Quite a bustling district. Is this really where Himiko lived back then?
It's been 15 years since I've been back. I wonder what's become of these houses now. If they're being rented out or if they've been sold off already. Perhaps they've become like the Graffia family. Nothing but empty shells of of their former glory. Let's go. Stay safe on the road. This place seems to have changed a lot.
Holy Ferboli! Great Raccoon, you really came!
There's a Furbo calling out to you. Why don't we go take a look?
Rest assured, I haven't forgotten a single thing about the compensation.
This Furbo was actually waiting outside the magazine's office just to make amends? Furbo absurdo.
And you are?
Would you mind coming into our magazine office to talk? Let's discuss compensation, shall we?
It looks like the magazine publisher has taken over this entire building. Strictly speaking, the entire street where this building stands belongs to my family's estate. It's said that, in their heyday, the Graffia family owned property all across plain Arcadia. But by my generation, very little was left. When my journey reaches its end, will anyone in this world be able to inherit anything from me? Sorry, I made things a bit too heavy there. Come, let's go inside the magazine office and see what this little Furbo is up to.
Hey there, Paraprince! I brought quite an impressive creditor to visit you. Beep beep. Debt collector signal detected. I'm out of here. Don't run! It's the Great Raccoon from the Astral Express! Furbos and raccoons. We're all one big family. Beep boop. Family or not, you're all just here to collect debts, aren't you? Great Raccoon, that jerk of a company president ditched everyone to dodge the debts. We brothers haven't gotten paid in months. As you can see from our sorry state, even if you sold us all for Furbo Hot Pie, you wouldn't get much money back. But I've got a plan. We can work together for some mutual Raccoon Furbo benefits. After all, Furbobo Weekly does have quite a readership. Right now, the hottest news in all of plain Arcadia is the arrival of the Astral Express. Once you become the company president, Great Raccoon, Furbobo Weekly can go full throttle for you, becoming the Express's exclusive media outlet, churning out a string of hot scoops. In no time, Furbobo Weekly will be the #1 gossip magazine. We won't have to worry about our salaries, and Great Raccoon won't have to worry about compensation. No way! No way! As your devoted fans, me and my bros sincerely want to compensate you handsomely for your emotional distress.
A magazine publisher? Now that is interesting. What do you think? These Furbos may be crafty and full of tricks, but they can definitely help us out. A media outlet working for you, and a network of informants who can run around everywhere? Having a logistics team like that during the Phantasmoon Games would come with many perks. And best of all, they're free.
Being a company president is actually super easy. Just follow me.
That's all it takes? Okay, from now on, I'm your new company president.
Woo-hoo-hoo-hoo! Great Raccoon is our new company president! Ha! Whatever mission you assign, we brothers will get it done for you. Anything else you'd like us to do? In return, make sure you create some big news stories. Oh, and that journalist Furbo who wrote that slander about you? HR will fire him. We don't need an employee around here who's got beef with the company president. I heard a supplicant has appeared at Graphia Academy. Should we have him take some pictures there for you? No problem. I'll arrange it right away. This Furbo will issue the order. Stay tuned for his first-hand report.
Looks like you're already getting into the groove of being a company president. We're pretty much done here, and Don Hung and Sunday should be arriving soon as well. I'll just have them meet us here at the publishing house.
Miss Himiko, we're here.
Slower than expected, huh? Looks like you had quite a harvest.
That's, difficult to say.
Miss Himiko. And Benefactor is here too. It's been a while. I've missed you all dearly.
Miss Tingyun, are you representing the Xianzhou on this diplomatic mission to Plain Arcadia?
This is a matter of great importance. A humble girl like me doesn't have that kind of standing. I'm just tagging along with General Yao Guang of the Yuchui to help out with odd jobs. I happened to run into these two on the way.
The seer strategist. What happened on this journey?
Sorry, there was a bit of a hiccup. I accidentally put on a mask of elation. Now I'm a supplicant in the Phantasmoon Games.
Well, that's quite unexpected.
I know the Express has been seeking to join the Phantasmoon Games, and I've been quite curious about that. Sorry. Did I make things more complicated than they needed to be?
No need to apologize, Sunday. You are a companion of the Trailblaze. No Nameless would ever stop a companion from finding their own path.
Many thanks.
But wait, Did you just say accidentally?
It's a long story. I'm afraid we'll have to wait for General Yao Guang to explain it herself.
She was with us just now, but somehow disappeared without a trace.
Madame Yao is always like this. She probably disappeared suddenly to deal with something urgent.
This seer strategist is just as elusive as the rumors say. Should we wait for her?
No need. I wouldn't dare impose. The tides of fate shifted. I had to delay my steps to arrive at the proper time. I asked for your understanding. Oh my. Counting me, we make exactly 6. Let me do some calculations. Your fortune in the coming days looks grim. You'd better watch out. Wheel. Makes sense. You got what you wanted today. The fates spell danger. This matter is most likely connected to that blade. Ah, the little fox's misfortune has overflowed into good luck. She's blessed with constant good fortune, a true harbinger of prosperity. Huh. That's weird. I can't see yours. So, you're that trailblazer Fushuan mentioned.
Your reputation precedes you, seer strategist. I'm Himeko, navigator of the Astral Express. Whatever's on your mind, you can discuss it with me.
My sincerest apologies. When a diviner encounters someone whose fate is unfathomable, we can't help but feel 3 parts excited, 3 parts flustered, 3 parts curious, and 1 part awestruck.
What do you mean by unfathomable?
My eye of Ishvara can scan the aura of fortune surrounding each of you, manifesting as wheel or woe signs above your foreheads. I'd like to divine your fortunes as a welcome gift. However, this person really surprised me. I can't see anything from her at all. Are you really free to try any choice? To do anything you want? Does an Ishvara like you actually exist in this world? You might be onto something. When it comes to eons, divination often goes haywire and no proper reading can be formed.
What do you think this means, General?
As an Ishvara, their mere presence in the playfield creates a variable in the game. It's both a blessing and a curse. As I said before, the wheel and woe of us 6 align with the 6 lines of divination. If she represents woe, then the hexagram falls to water, where dangers lurk above and below, spelling doom. If she brings wheel, then the hexagram shifts between wind and water, presenting a great opportunity to strike. Auspicious.
So, the fate of our journey in plain Arcadia rests on her decision.
It's not as mystical as it sounds. While an Ishvara has far greater freedom of choice than ordinary people, they're still caught in the currents of fate. I just want to remind you to choose wisely.
Back to business. I take it you're not just here to read our fortunes?
I am here to greet everyone, to apologize to the Express Navigator for my previous indiscretions, and to borrow someone from you.
Miss Himeko, now you understand how I ended up wearing this mask.
I get it. She says she wants to borrow you for an operation. I want to hear your thoughts. If you're not comfortable refusing, I can speak up for you.
Oh, you two. No need for whispers. I can hear you loud and clear.
How did you... Well, since the General heard us, would you mind telling us your reasons for doing this?
I'm collecting variables. During this journey, I'll be acting as unpredictably and irrationally as possible. Don't be surprised. Some Arbiter Generals excel in battle with their wit and valor. Others master the art of forging weapons, and some guard the Netherworld with their lives. I, however, fight for the Alliance by calculating and manipulating fate itself, peeking into the future. I'm here to discuss matters regarding the Anti-Destruction Alliance, and then I'll head to Astropolis for the vote. That's the real business. But according to the divination, this Arcadian world faces an extraordinary danger. When a bird's nest falls, no egg will remain unbroken.
Are you saying we'll all perish along with plain Arcadia? What's going on here?
Intel indicates that a serious Xianzhou criminal is attempting to join the Phantom Moon Games. This individual has been infected by the flesh of Shuhu, the emanator of the abundance, and is extremely dangerous. According to my interpretation, his long-suppressed violent nature will eventually become uncontrollable, bringing catastrophic disaster to everyone.
There's no way he could do that.
That's the divination's answer. Rather than asking whether he could, we should ask, how would he do it? My divination shows dragons clash in the wilderness, their ichor dark and yellow. While the term dragon clash could simply mean fierce battle, could it be foreshadowing a great calamity from your conflict with Blade? Perhaps this prophecy has other interpretations, but with my limited intel right now, I have to prioritize Blade, this most volatile and dangerous factor.
I've heard that different interpretations of prophecies can lead to completely opposite outcomes. Until things become clearer, it's better to reserve judgment.
Let's put that aside for now. In any case, I've brought along a creation forged by Blade himself. If things get out of hand, it might temporarily restore his sanity, giving us a brief chance at victory.
What is it?
I'm sorry, but fate has shifted once again. I must take my leave. To put everyone on the Express at ease, I solemnly swear that Mr. Sunday won't be obligated to do anything for the Xianzhou. On the contrary, our delegation will give him every ounce of aid within our power.
What did you say, General?
Aid within our power? She's gone.
Whoa, that was quick. Madame Yao must be really busy.
Has she vanished into thin air like this before?
Yes. I don't know the details myself. With Madame Yao, it often happens and no one knows when she'll return. She doesn't do it on purpose. Allow me to apologize on her behalf.
No worries. At least we know what the Xianzhou is up to. Right now, 2 companions from the Express are still trapped somewhere. She and I must head to the tavern to uncover some clues.
If Miss Himiko needs my help, please don't hesitate to ask.
Are March and Mr. Yang in trouble? I'll go with you.
No, you and Sunday will act together with the Seer strategist. We're not at the point where we need to call in reinforcements yet. The situation with Blade is unusual. That Seer strategist's concerns aren't just baseless worries. I don't want to see the Phantom Moon Games bring catastrophe to my homeland. So this is also my request. To put it in the General's words, please do your best. to introduce new variables.
I understand Miss Himiko's intentions. I'll leave March and Mr. Yang in your care. What? Those two are trapped in the school, forced to become a student and teacher? And the security officers are turning a blind eye to all this? Though March and Mr. Yang don't seem in mortal danger for now, who knows what Sparksy is plotting. The longer we delay, the worse it could get. Better to rescue them as soon as possible. The Phantasmoon Games. What a bizarre ceremony. What does this type of elation really mean for the people of this place? Why would AHA promote such a game? Blade's appearance means the Stellaron hunters are also on the move in this world. From everything we've seen, this mission to play in Arcadia is of the utmost importance. I will accompany General Yao Guang to uncover the Stellaron hunters' schemes. Whatever happens this time, I hope it won't put any of you in danger. I'll do my best to make sure of that. Whatever happens, keep me posted on how things go.
Greetings, Benefactor. It's been many days since we met in Penacony, and I've been thinking of you day and night. Though my skills are meager, Madame Yao praised my resolve to kill my enemies, saying that was just the variable she sought. That's why she assigned me to temporarily serve under her command for this expedition. And look at that, it's brought us back together again. What fortune. I wished I could travel with you longer back in Penacony, Benefactor. After all, I've yet to reclaim the opportunities Phantilia stole from me. Hard to say. Like the divinations she casts, she's a riddle shrouded in fog. Apart from the ever-absent Patina Justice, she's likely the most mysterious of the Arbiter Generals. I'm sure there's no mortal danger. Please forgive my jest, Benefactor. Being around Madame Yao has gotten me into the habit of cracking jokes all the time. Her actions may seem inscrutable, but she always provides what you need ahead of time. That's why even those who grumble still carry out her orders with diligence. In truth, doesn't she seem more like a shrewd merchant than a diviner? But then, when have any Arbiter Generals ever been ordinary? Don't go back on your word, Benefactor. We can find a local bar and share a drink while we chat. Madame Yao instructed me to meet her at our agreed spot if she disappears. It's growing late, so I'll take my leave now.
Mask of elation can reflect the shape of one's soul. Sure. In Penacony's decorative arts, ravens often symbolize the hidden desires and whispers of humans' dreamscapes. Don't worry, I once tried to ascend to godhood myself. I won't be dazzled by the honor of an audience with a deity. Taking part in this grand event is also about gaining a deeper understanding of this Arcadia. Just as one cannot miss the Charmony Festival when visiting Penacony. There's no rule saying that supplicants of the Phantasmoon Games have to fight each other, right? On the contrary, for the elation, shouldn't laughter be a resonance that comes from within each other's hearts? After putting it on, I seem to hear curious voices. The mask whispers to me, urging me to show my elation to the god, to create miracles that will make the people of the Arcadia laugh with joy. That's a good one. When that general, Yao Guang, shows up again, I should discuss our collaboration plans with her. Good luck.
The IPC, Masked Fools, a Cienjo General, the Stellaron Hunters, and the Nameless. Some came for the Alliance. Some for the Eon's game. Whatever their reasons, a storm is brewing in the skies over this world. But at least we got some good news. Sunday has joined the Phantasmoon Games. He can help us in our showdown against Sparksy. Let's rendezvous with Sparkle at the tavern. We must uncover why Sparksy entered the Phantasmoon Games, and what sort of Sparksicon she's got planned for Graphia Academy. When I was little, I heard a few urban legends. They say the entrance to the tavern exists behind every single door in this land. But those who aren't invited, or haven't found their destined path, can never step inside. This time, we already have the Fool's invitation in hand. As for the key to open the door, there's a silly rhyme on the back of the business card. For revelry and drinks galore, no need to search from door to door. Heed the fool's riddle with care to find the key that leads you there. So, about the fool's riddle, got any leads?
Whether they look up or down, the moon that humanity gazes upon in the sky is always the same Phantasmoon.
Looking up makes sense, but looking down? How exactly do you gaze at the sky? Oh, it seems fate ties you to the tavern. I get it now. The answer is Dovebrook. Many generations ago, the Dovebrook was already a river flowing with countless legends. Legend has it that the master painter Graphia once drew water from the Dovebrook to wash her paintbrushes. Many later artists followed suit, hence its other name, the Painter's Stream. Looking at Dovebrook's scenery, memories from my student days just come flooding back. They're not exactly interesting memories. Back then, Dovebrook District was teeming with gangs. There were hooligans running around everywhere, and some really loved messing with the students. I was taller than my peers, and happened to be training in martial arts. To stand up for my juniors, I would occasionally get into scraps with the thugs on the streets. The people who fell into the Dovebrook River would cover the surface like bean sprouts in noodle soup. It all feels like it was just yesterday. Sometimes the thugs fell in. Other times, I took the plunge myself. Back then, I was a bundle of restless energy. The teachers always said I was like a wind-up toy that never stopped banging its drums and cymbals, stirring up a commotion wherever I went. In the blink of an eye, 15 years have passed. Hard to believe someone as reckless and willful as me became the navigator of the Astral Express. Now's not the time to wax sentimental. We've reached the banks of the Dovebrook. So, where's the tavern entrance hidden?
Eyes on the street.
According to the business card, the tavern is near the Sinwish Syndicate headquarters. Let's check the other side of the river.
Hey, folks! Have y'all heard the joke about the Dovebrook? Yeah, one day, a criminal escaped from prison. He ran for his life, but just when freedom seemed within reach, the Dovebrook blocked his path. With his pursuers closing in, the man prayed to the river. I am hammered by the law, stained with filth. Oh, pure flowing waters, please do not swallow me. A voice from the Dovebrook replied, "There's a pedestal of light upon the water. Step on it and you can cross." The criminal wept. What pedestal of light? It's only the moon mirrored on the water, an image that shatters at a touch. If I step on it, I'll fall in and drown. You can guess how the Dovebrook answered him. The Dovebrook said, "You're not hammered at all. Otherwise, how could you still tell the moon from a pedestal?" It's fine. You don't have to buy me a drink as long as I can make you laugh.
That joke sounds like a hint. Could he be a fool from the tavern? Maybe if we find the fragile moon he mentioned, we'll find the way into the tavern.
The moon's reflection. So fragile it shatters at a touch.
Stupid!
Sparkle's riddle says this. Whether looking up or down, they all see the same phantasmoon when gazing at the sky. We've gazed at the sky already, so next... From this angle, the moon's reflection is right here. It does look strange in the water. If what the card says is true, and the Fool's Riddle is the key to entering the tavern, then this moon must be the door lock. Come on, let's take a closer look at this strange moon. Keep going. Chase that moon's reflection. Looks like the fools are guarding the moon's shadow tight. Find the switch and blast through the obstruction. Shatter the moon lock, and we're one step closer to the tavern. Let's try again. Something's back there. Is that a key? The moon is about to break. Let's try again. The key has dissolved into the water. The water's surface is about to change. Look, the tavern's shadow has appeared.
On the streets recently.
If we follow this path ahead, we should reach the tavern.
Watch out! I almost forgot. You're a full-fledged trailblazer now.
Welcome.
So this is the World's End Tavern.
No. Allow me to correct you. If you think this is all there is to the tavern, you're sorely mistaken. Like a single grape on a great bunch, this is just the part where the tavern connects to this world.
Sorry, but this looks like a regular lounge.
The so-called plain Arcadia isn't really an Arcadia either, but who's complaining? Life goes on, doesn't it? If you're looking for something that's true to its name, take a ride on the Astral Express. Funny thing is, It's literally a train. You know? Can't find a single trace of astronautical engineering on it. Wait, you two are navigator of the Astral Express and the raccoon on board, right? I've seen you in the news. Friends, a big shot is here. A real knee slapper incoming.
Really? From the Express?
You're not so freaking way enthusiast, are you?
Express folks come to the tavern too?
Do they even have the sense of humor?
Hey,
can I get your autograph?
Sorry, the sole of my foot. I'll never wash it again.
Everyone, curb your curiosity. These two are my guests. Even the most mischievous among you should know when to stop and mind your manners.
Oh, well, if it isn't Little Sparkle. We've all heard your joke. Take the mask from a masked fool, and what's left but a fool?
Oh my! Wouldn't a masked fool be better off without the fool? An empty mask sounds even better, no? Don't take an idiot's words too seriously. Unless you want to join them. All right. Now I can finally entertain my guests without interruptions. You two, this way. Let's talk about the imposter.
Please laugh to your heart's content.
The man's wary gaze sizes up the young person before him for a moment. He offers a slight nod in greeting. Your curious gaze circles him. Is that thing by his side a talking monkey?
What's that?
Kid, I believe you're confusing me with some other primates you've met.
Sorry, my mistake.
All right, you two. First round's on me. What'll it be? This is a tavern. Even if you don't drink a drop, the fool's jokes and pranks will turn your world upside down until you can't tell the sky from ground.
We're not here to drink. Time's ticking. Did you find anything on Sparksy?
Don't pull a long face. You'll sour the vintage in the cask. While you were gone, diligent little Sparkle was gathering intel non-stop and didn't waste a single minute. Sparksy. She did come here disguised as me. I called Giovanni. You might not remember him. He's the poor sap who drew the short straw to manage the storage area recently. Old Gio told me that a week ago, I came here and took a few things. Among them was a vial of mimetic virus.
A mimetic virus. No wonder she could take over Graphia Academy and distort Marge and Weld's cognition, making them believe they're a student and teacher.
Close enough. This so-called Sparksicon is a front for spreading a mimetic virus.
Knowing that isn't enough. What type of mimetic virus is she spreading? What are the symptoms? We need more on her plans and actions before we can counter it.
Thought of that already. So I visited a few friends and learned where the imposter's been haunting. To dig up details, we'll have to get hands-on.
Lead the way, then.
Let's move. Stay close.
Abandon all despair, ye who enter. If you want to pass, then amuse me. By the way, hate to ask, you're not Aha themselves, are you?
Isn't this the Tavern of the Elation? Don't you welcome the laughter, gracing you with their presence?
You're wrong. It's not that they are unwelcome. See that? The fools put up a sign over there. Aha! And morning actors stay clear from the door. Stay clear!
Ridiculous as it sounds, it's true. After 666 invitations to Aha went unanswered, the younger fools voted to expel the laughter from the path of elation.
Oh, I get it. It's like students expelling a teacher from a classroom. The action is meaningless. The message is loud and clear, though.
All right, Mr. Doorway. I assure you that none of us three is Aha, and none is a morning actor.
Oh, it's Sparkle. Is it really Sparkle? It's not someone else pretending to be Sparkle. I can't tell, and I don't care. Listen up, gray-haired lass. If you want me to open, pay the toll with saying a joke. I've been waiting for the one joke that can cure my melancholy. Now, amuse me. And then?
I said it. A joke.
Oh, poor child. A bad joke is more pitiful than melancholy. What are you going to do?
I'm gonna break you open.
Try to shake.
Didn't expect you to have the pull to get me into the tavern. As expected of a detective's assistant.
Back when I still had a sense of humor, a fool gave me an invitation. You can thank him for that. You're really going to see the Stellaron Hunter case through? They can only pay you in dirty money, you know.
What else can I do? The boys need the money. Credits aren't black or white, they're ones and zeros.
All right. I reached out to Costide. He said that one of the 3 people who stole the mask looked familiar. He might have seen them in the news. Based on his description, I spent ages sketching the suspect's portrait. And I suspect it might be Don Hung, the Nameless from the Astral Express.
Costide. We owe him another favor. No paying this one back, huh? Speaking of which, Don Hung. That's a Xianzhou name, isn't it? Where have I heard that name before? It sounds so familiar. So, which of these three is Don Hung? The one with gray hair? The redhead? Or that black-haired girl who looks like she's ready to stir up trouble at any moment? No, no, don't tell me yet. Let me guess. I know a bit of the Xianzhou language. The word Don can mean red. So Don Hung is the lady with red hair, right?
Your deduction skills never fail to impress. Fine, I'll just give you the answer. None of these three is Don Hung. Do you even watch the news?
TV, newspapers, the internet, it's all fake news. What do you expect me to look at?
Let's get down to business. I couldn't find any trace of Don Hung's actions. It's like someone wiped them clean. So I decided to try a different approach. Keep tabs on the other members of the Express crew. Maybe following their trail will lead to clues about the mask.
Nice work, Mr. Wren. They're heading deeper into the tavern. Follow me.
I see, gray hair. The tavern not inviting you sooner was their loss. Come on in.
Is the drink in these barrels really brewed from jokes?
Yep, you know your stuff, man.
Just heard some rumors, that's all.
Where's this?
Ta-da! Welcome to the dazzling lights of the Bliss Star. The heart of the tavern, plain Arcadia's dazzling dance floor. There are some tasteless masked fools who consider this place the secret to keeping the laughter going. If life's cruel, don't beg for fairness. Dance! Shake away that sadness until it's all well mixed with the joy in your body. That huge light orb up there. For a tavern, it's as essential as the Phantom moon in the sky. If we get the chance, I can take you inside for a real eye-opener. Speaking of which, 2 months ago, some idiot, after downing hundreds of drinks, had the bright idea to knock it down with a super overlord spinning top. So, we had to reinforce the Bliss Star with a steel frame around it and seal it inside the world in canvas. Aha! Take care! Weren't they banned from the tavern? And given the laughter's personality, if they took care of it, they'd just egg someone on to blow the place sky high.
This fool you're talking about. It wouldn't happen to be Sparksy, would it?
If it were, I'd already be tied to that light orb as the scapegoat. Anyway, the next stop is the Golden Confessional. The eyewitness says Sparksy was there.
The Golden Confessional? What kind of place is that?
A place where you can let go of all your worries. Well, words won't do it justice. Let's go see it for yourself. Let me show you how to open a path. Play according to the sheet music, and the path will naturally open up.
steel frame actually opened. The Wispay here actually changed color with the lights.
Just another night at the tavern. Fun, right?
So many sinks? Why bring us here?
Witnesses say a week ago, I came to the bar, knocked back a few shots of Bomb's first drop, then headed here. The Golden Confessional is an emergency shelter for fools who've had one drink too many. Here, we shed our excess baggage before marching light-footed into the next second.
Oh, well, well, looks like old Sempo's become the king without a crown. Well, well, if it isn't my old friend. Sparkle's sake, you be coming to the tavern. Old Sempo's heart is bursting with joy. And the teensy bit of sorrow. How did Sparkle beat me to inviting my #1 bestie to the tavern for a drink? Miss me, old friend? Hello, Miss Himiko. Long time no see.
Mr. Sampo, hello. What business brings you here this time?
No business. Just here to repay an old favor.
Ms. Fool here sent me a message asking for HELP. Someone's been parading around the tavern impersonating her.
Well, now, this is some juicy news. Miss Sparkle's usually the one impersonating others, but look how the tables have turned. The trickster's getting a taste of her own medicine.
Shush, Sampo. I brought you here to repay a favor, not to gossip about me.
Oh, I've suffered the embarrassment of losing my mask myself. Thanks to Miss Sparkle's mercy, I didn't end up stranded, so here I am today, ready to help you out. No questions asked.
All right then, let's get to work.
Get to work? What are we doing?
Naturally, we'll fish around in these thrones where humans dump their worries and find the worries that Miss Sparksy left behind.
You want us to unclog your toilet?
I'm not joking. Don't be too shocked, you two. Let me share a little secret about how we masked fools stay mentally healthy. Drink a mood lifter like Bomb's first drop, and all the harmful memoria in your body, you know, the pain, the worries, gets purged in one go. That's how fools pull pranks and have a blast without a shred of guilt.
So, all that memoria has settled under this bathroom. And you want to sift through it to find Sparksy's worries and catch her thoughts before she acts?
If luck's on our side, maybe we'll even dig up the secret to beating her. What's wrong, ma'am? You don't look so hot.
I've got no objection to the task, but doing this barehanded, I refuse.
Oh, don't worry. When has old Sempo ever come unprepared? Trust me, I won't let you get off that easy. Emotional impact drill. Oh, sorry. Wrong gadget. Oh, this one. Hey, have you heard of a dowsing rod? Well, forget it. I'll spare you the theory. Oh, I tuned the drill bit to resonate with Sparkle's temperament. It'll drill out Memoria fountains with similar emotions. But fair warning, use it carefully. It's been a week since Sparksy was here. Keep your guard up in case something else comes bursting out. Well, if you ask me, leave it to luck.
We don't have time for luck. My radar says that Pompous Imposter would pick the highest spot to vent. Exactly. The Golden Throne. Give it a try.
Girl, pick a spot to drill and start mining that gold.
Sampo, does this thing even work?
Of course it works. Don't you trust your old pal, Sempo?
Give me a glass.
What? That doesn't seem like something she'd be worried about.
After going through all this trouble to sneak in, thought I'd go down in a blaze of glory if I got caught. What the heck is going on with this place? Have the masked fools really fallen this far? Me? I'm a mourning actor. Isn't it obvious? Can't you tell? I'm very sad right now. Let me tell you about my tragic mission. After the tavern issued a ban on mourning actors, I painstakingly snuck in here to reveal to them the truth that destiny is eternally sorrowful. I failed. I smashed every obstacle during the infiltration, only for the outcome to smash me. Yesterday, I went on stage at the bar and revealed my true identity to everyone and told them a tragic tale, bracing myself for their harshest punishment and farthest exile. But these fools kept whistling from below, and some bought me several rounds. Someone even came up on stage to hug me, praising me as the unprecedented masked fool. This is utterly humiliating.
Today's bad taste joke.
Listen, basically, are we gonna have a platter? Watch out, sis! Must be some weird thing a fool dumped into the sewers, huh? Which irresponsible exorcist did this? The tavern sewer system is not a dump.
Reach the end of the story in your own way.
Sampo, how did you get up there just now?
Oh, right! Silly me. Through that pipe on the side.
What's this? A plunger?
See? What did I tell you? The imposter's worries have appeared. What a rare sight. Sparksicle used to always connect with everyone online. But now, for the first time, she's meeting her fans through the sewer network. Sorry, but we're your haters. Come clean now. What are you planning to do with that mimetic virus you stole? Use Sparksicon as a front to turn everyone into mindless zombies or dancing monkeys? How could I ever harm my dearest, most beloved fans?
You took an entire school of teachers and students hostage and turned them into your puppets to help you enter the Phantasmoon games. You're going to argue that you did it all for them?
Of course I did. From the very first day I was created, I've been doing exactly what my creator asked of me. Listening to every fan's questions, empathizing with their pain and troubles. They feel insecure about being ordinary, cry when ignored by those they like, and strive to stand out because they desperately want others' approval. Sparksy hears every wish, and she answers. During these Phantasmoon games, I'll grant their wishes through the ceremony of the Master of Elation. No, I'll give each of them a choice. The choice to become me. Because deep down, every one of them longs to become Sparksy. To wear this dazzling mask, capture the internet's attention, and bask in praise. You must have heard that saying. In the future, everyone gets their 15 minutes of fame. Now, that moment has come. Sparksicon will turn every spectator into me!
For reals? She plans to use a mimetic virus to turn everyone into herself?
Oh, the answer was right there in the riddle all along. You know, I gotta say, that's very Sparkle.
As expected of my imposter, you're absolutely bonkers!
Sis, is now the time to be tooting your own horn, just thinking about being turned into a copy of you? Oh, I can't even force a smile. Girl, what part of this is elating?
Oh? And who gets to define elation? The laughter, the fools, the IPC, or every me seeking joy on the Arcadian internet? Contrary to popular belief, the masters of the Phantasm games were never us, the supplicants, but the spectators watching us. Sadly, the Inter-Astral Peace Network showed people other worlds in the cosmos. Once horizons widen, expectations climb. Nothing they hear or see feels fresh, interesting, or thrilling enough. And everyone fears that they're outdated, uninteresting, or unexciting in others' eyes. So the world's like a derailed train, racing toward thrills and madness. Nameless of the Astral Express. Am I wrong? Bingo! You got it. I'm a part of her. Wherever there's a screen, wherever my audience is, my eyes and ears will be there too. I want to see how far you in this outdated model can go. The harder you struggle, the more spectacular it'll be when I live stream the Astral Express cruise derailment at Sparksicon! I'm looking forward to your resistance, Nameless.
Oh, heads up, everyone! She's getting serious.
Oh man, the other day I ran into this fan. They insisted on showing me some gallows humor, jokes they found online, saying they were absolutely hilarious. But all he did was show me a video of someone being killed by the Antimatter Legion, then burst out laughing. Come, let's all enjoy this gallows humor together!
We can do it!
Listen, Sparkle. You only asked me to do your dirty work, but you never said anything about being your thug. You owe me compensation for emotional damage.
Everyone's going to become me soon. Sampo, crawl out of your money pit for a moment, will you?
To think, plain Arcadia's elation would end up like this. Back when I still lived in this place, the internet was just for sharing information. Live streaming and virtual idols, we'd never even heard of them. Coming back now feels like stepping into a foreign land. Like returning home, only to find home isn't where it used to be.
It's just madness wrapped in a cheerful shell. She's convinced that we'll be powerless to stop her plan, even if we know what it is. But I'm not ready to roll over just yet.
I know. Even I don't want to turn into that phony's lookalike. Though, we're not that different.
Since the fools stashed dangerous things like mimetic viruses in the tavern, I assume they must have also prepared some countermeasures?
Ma'am, you give us fools too much credit. This is the tavern, not the well-ordered Herta space station. But I do know a place. With some luck, we might find a mimetic virus cleanup expert.
All right. Now that you folks have a lead and no shortage of fighting spirit, old Sempo's calling it a day. The Astral Express always has a way of handling crises, doesn't it? With big shots here, a sidekick like me doesn't need to steal the spotlight. Oh, if you run into trouble, you can always ring old Sempo then. I'll even give you folks a special discount, sort of. Well then, farewell, everyone.
So, where are we heading next?
Let's check out Fatal Joke.
Fatal Joke? What kind of place is that?
Maybe some kind of hospital.
Uh-huh.
This place feels more like a maze than a tavern.
Well, it is a space-time maze, after all.
Man, I really wish we had one of these light orbs on the express.
Mr. David Day in Ward 4, please complete.